Welcome to The Mystic Fool. I'm Martin Worth, and this is The Mystic Fool. I've been listening to a lot of different teachings lately. Rupert Spira, Eckhart Tolle, throw a little bit of Joe Dispenza in. Yeah, and I've also just reviewed a course that I bought from Joe Vitale, parts of that. And it's interesting, I guess it's not so much inconsistencies between these different teachers as it is different points of view. I mean, Rupert, for instance, is adamant, and I believe correct, in saying that we don't reach enlightenment, we are already enlightened. And what we need to do is just be. And I really like the simplicity of that point of view. And then, of course, you've got Joe Vitale saying how you have to work towards enlightenment, like as if it was a goal to be achieved. And then you've got, I suppose Eckhart Tolle, he talks more about stillness and calm than he speaks about enlightenment, at least in what I've read or listened to recently. So I guess these are all different aspects of the same truth. The truth is that we can achieve enlightenment. I find that in trying to explain this to people, that the one thing that stops them really achieving the peace and the calm, the bliss, ananda, as it's called in the Vedic Sanskrit word, is their full-on belief that to be enlightened there has to be this aha moment, there has to be this explosion of consciousness, there has to be something that actually indicates I have reached enlightenment. When all along I fully believe that there is no aha moment, possibly a series of disassociating from belief patterns, disassociating from the emotions that drive us to being unhappy, emotions that arise from our belief that things should be this way or should be that way. And that as we strip away these unconscious patterns that we've created within our soul space, you find that at the core, you are indeed already enlightened, because you are enlightenment itself. You are spirit having an earthly experience. Sounds like the birds agree. You're not a person seeking to find spirit that is out there somewhere like God or the universe or something like that. You are already that. You are already spirit. clothed in this human form in this incarnation. I think when people say, what's my mission? What's my purpose? I think the purpose that we all have, particularly within this time-space cycle, the mission that we all have is to remember who we are. Remember what is our true essential nature. That true essential nature being spirit. Connected to all things through all time and space. The more I think about this, and the more I realize that people are looking out for spirit to come in, for spirit to do this, for spirit to do that. The truth of it is that rather than going out looking for spirit, our best and most effective way of connecting with spirit is to go inwardly to our own essential nature. And there, within the core of our self, in that very center of our being, there is spirit. There is that connection. Yeah, just a few thoughts. Have a listen to Rupert Spira. That's like spiral without an L on the end, Spira. He's really good at this. Yeah, I think he's probably, of all the teachers, he is the one, I think, who has nailed it 100% in how to achieve happiness, which is really what we all want, is to be happy, to live a peaceful life. I think he's the one that's nailed it the most. Yeah, probably followed by Eckhart Tolle, in my opinion. Yeah, I've been a bit slack in putting up podcasts for the last couple of weeks. I think it's been a time of introspection for me. Here we are, and in Australia, it's getting cold. Sitting here with the heater on because it's about 10 degrees or something, or maybe 12 degrees by now, which for me is cold. And I think it's sort of put me into a little bit of a cycle of calm, of quiet, of thinking. So yeah, here's a little podcast just to think about it. Think about it. Enlightenment. If it is something to be achieved, it's not achieved by striving. It's not achieved by praying. It's not achieved even by meditation, although it is in meditation that we find the calm and the quiet. Enlightenment is achieved by releasing those programs that we've clothed our being in, by making assumptions and beliefs, by needing to know how the world operates so we can be safe, so we can be loved, so we can be validated. All the things that we want to feel. But the issue is we have all those things anyway. All those things exist within. And our whole life we've been looking outwardly to find those things in the world, when in actual truth those things are already within us. If you want to be loved, then love. If you want to feel valid, then validate. Yeah, it sounds simple, hey? Sounds simple. And it is. The only thing that stops you is the belief that you can't.